All right, so we have the GM Parts Footwell lighting here. I'm going to be working on the Camaro 2SS. It already has the other interior spectrum lighting package done, so they just didn't include the Footwell lighting, so that's what we're doing. I bought this on eBay. It was only $100. I've heard mixed reviews about how bright it is or not, but for $100, I figured can't go wrong, so long as it's not a headache to pull it apart. We're going to be working off the official GM instructions, as well as the instructions made by Gen 5 DIY. I didn't buy the product from Gen 5 DIY because, again, it was only $100 on eBay. But I bought other stuff from them, and they're good things. Their installation guides usually work. So here we go. Okay, so I got a couple lights set up underneath the passenger's footwell. The first thing we pretty much have to do is remove the bottom part of the glove box and take the rest of the glove box out. So there's 2 screws up front and then 2 screws in the back. I hear the ones in the back are a pain in the butt to get to, but we'll see here in a second. Okay, quick update of where we're at. We were able to pull this thing down, getting the 3 screws out. There was a hole for a 4th one over here. It's kind of hexagonal, but in my car there wasn't anything in that hole. So it took a bunch of muscle to kind of pull it down this far. We're hoping it's far enough down because it doesn't really want to go much further. It's pretty wedged in here. I just hope I can even get it back up at the end. I'm assuming I will be, but yeah, not pretty. And then we were able to pry off the side panel with just kind of my fingers in there, open the glove box, and it kind of popped with a little bit of pressure. Again, I hope all this goes back together at the end. All right, so we were just able to remove the pin. Where is it? Here we go. The pin from the door hinge. So on the right-hand side, it's like this. It's like the hinge in a door, so you kind of got to get the blade of the screwdriver under the head here and pull it out that way. This side, again, it's trickier, but it's like this, and you got to pull it out that way.
Towards the tunnel, yeah.
Yeah, pull towards the tunnel. And actually, that being said, there's this hole right here. So when you pull it out, make sure you don't fling it into that hole in the abyss, or I don't know what would happen. But yeah, in this case, it was almost easier to bring the screwdriver in at this angle towards the pin and pry it out that way. But yeah, you don't want to fling it in there. All right, so we got the glove box out. This hole here is where that dampener mentions in the instructions, and there's this little dampener here, which is just like a spring for the glove box that, you know, dampens it opening and closing. So yeah, that's that. Next step. All right, so now we've fished one side of the light harness through the center well with this piece of wire here. Make sure that your ends don't scratch up anything, but yeah, we're getting close. One step closer to having our feet awash in a sea of light. Spectacular. Okay, so we've already wired and placed the light on the driver's side. Now we're working on doing it over here. This step here with this box here, you'll find that connected. This is the door here panel. There's the vent. It's connected here. It's everything in this whole project is really tight. But we pushed it out, so it actually came out here. And now we just gotta figure out how to snap this little harness out of here, which is what we're working on right now before we get to T-tapping the electricity. I think so. So here are the 3 wires that we're gonna need to plug into this clip here. I ran them through from this side, and there's kind of a hole back there. It's hard to see, but when you're wiring it, it kind of comes up underneath. When this thing, I imagine, it all hides back in this guy when we put him back up. So through there and comes out here, and now we got to try to get these guys together. All right, so this thing came out through this hole here. When you pull it out, you still got to get it out, and you just got to put a screwdriver into there, push it down, and then that thing comes out. And do that right now. All right. And now the complicated thing. Let's see if we can get this light in there. Okay, wait, you had the light was perfect before. Go down further, lower. Okay, right there. So you can see the number 9 on that side and the number 1 on that side. And on the flip side, so you can see the 11 and the other number is 18 here. Yeah, a little further away.
The purple just is that square thing. Just
Yeah. So, and the number 18 over here. I think I realized that 11's there, but it's actually the second hole. Where this hole in the plastic thing is, that would be slot number 10. And there's 2 rows. God, this thing, they don't give you a lot of room to work with on this harness. You can't pull it out very far from the thing. That's one of the crummy parts. So everything's T-tapped in there, but you can see there's, let's see if I can get this to focus. Kind of, can you see that there? That there's 2 rows. There's like a top row and a lower row. So like 1 through 9 is this side, and then 10 through 18 is on this side, but it's actually marked 11 through 18. So yeah, I didn't realize there was 2 rows at first, and that made it kind of weird because I'm like, wait, is it 1 through 9 or is it 11 through 18? So yeah, otherwise the instructions are right. You tap into 18, which is the black wire at the end of this one row. You plug in the purple wire into slot 16, which is 17, 16, and on this side, slot number 2, which is 1 to the left here.
it's the second
That
red
one.
Yeah.
So that is that. So here's the T-tap device they give you to work with. Let me do this one side. So you put the gray over the wire initially. Here, I'm going to put this down. So that ends up going near the harness, and then the rest of this, you'll see there's 2 sides on this. So this side has like a little piercer, and that's actually what taps into the wire. Because the other side, in case you drop this or something, the other side is flatter. So yeah, there's,
You insert the wire.
yeah, so the gray part connects to the one that's sharp, because it's going to tap in, and then you thread the wire into this one with the red end.
Yeah, around the radio and everything.
Okay, they should all change color together. So we're now installed up here. You can see their light. Right now we're in that show mode, so it's changing parking brake. That's the driver's side.
I might say you put that clip on and put it back.
Yeah, I might pull the clip out and. All right. Same thing over here. We got show mode, and it's changing along with the lights here. So, how about that? So look, kind of flat bottom.
Yeah.
So there's the Footwell lighting, matching up. A little harder to see in the driver's, depending where their foot is on the pedal. Let's see, it's pretty to see the show mode. It'll be different here. It's fluctuating through the colors. There's no feet there. It is a little tougher to see.
Yeah.
But if people do it for foot in there, then you can.
Yeah, you can see it on their clothing. Yeah. The red shows up the best.
Red shows up pretty well.